Well done on what you're doing for your development union, so to speak. But that's why we are here today to talk about the Isoko community.
Thank you.
People often say that culture is a people's identity, their way of life. It, captures all of that. So talk to us about the Isoko people. Now we can see the attire.
Exactly. You see, this is part of our regalia.
Yes.
Yeah. With this, you can easily tell that this man is either Isoko or Urhobo, because we have
similarities.
The Isoko people of the South are particularly in Delta and Bayelsa are peace-loving people, and people who are rooted in culture, people who cherish their culture so much, people who over the years have contributed immensely to the development of Nigeria as a state, people who have over the years demonstrated, their good neighborliness to all their, neighbors and all of that. But over the years equally, we have always been mistaken, especially in this part of the country, for Igbos. The moment you are not Yoruba, you are not outside, the tendency to group you among Igbos. Yeah, so we want to equally show the whole world who we truly are. We're a distinct people, unique people with unique culture, in terms of cuisine, marriages, and all of that. And Isoko is one of those tribes that really has something to learn from in terms of marriages. Yes, cases of infidelity are like non-existent. That's not to say they don't, but they are like non-existent because a typical Isoko woman that is married obviously will not want to do those funny things that a lot of people do, because that is the way they are brought up. We're not talking about single girls now. We're talking about married women. There are cultures where even after marriage, women still keep boyfriends and what have you, sugar, whatever.
But you can't try that with.
That is never done in Isoko because nobody will tell you. You will tell the world that you did it. Oh. Yeah, you will be the one to tell the world that you did it because you can't hide it. It will only take a little time. So they are so, this culture has, pervaded the entire place to the extent that in terms of marriages, yes, we really don't have much problem. The only thing you can talk about is whether we are able to really make all the provisions to keep the marriages. Yeah, the economy could be an issue, but Isoko man cherishes his wife so much to the point that as I'm here, if Tinubu as a president make any mistake, I will cut off his head because of my wife. So that is the way we rate our women.
So there have been talks about the fact that it's easy to get married to an Isoko lady because they don't give you a whole lot of bill.
We don't sell. That is the point. We don't sell our ladies. At the point of marriage, you'll be told that we don't sell them. My community, for instance, the normal bride price is just 120 naira. The only thing you will do that will cost you money is the drinks you will buy and all of that. The items you buy, they are even for your own use because you buy them for your wife. They will tell you buy this number of wrappers and all this. They are for your wife. So because in about time we discover that after marriages, men don't even provide these things. So we wanted to provide them before we release the girl to you. So it's for your own good at the end of it. We really don't. In terms of cost, we don't have issues with that. We really don't have issues with that. So we are people, great. This
colorful.
Yeah, and that is part of our cultural display. In number of times you hear this Isoko Tolopia. Almost every Isoko festival, the cutlass, the machete, whatever, is always branded, You see, yes, for demonstration, cultural demonstrations and all of that. But yes, generally, Isoko culture is a decent one because we respect humanity, we respect ourselves, and we treasure, humanity generally. That is why when a stranger gets into Isoko land, more often than not only is he easily identified, the kind of treatment he gets, we don't even get it as members of the place. Yeah, we treasure them. So in number of times, you find out that people, except they have so much to attend to outside, when they come in, they don't like living. Yeah, that spirit of good neighborliness, we have it. So on that day we are talking about, on the 28th of October, at the National Stadium, we want to exhibit this particular, culture. We want to display it. We want to show the world what we have. And again, I've equally seen on screens and papers some things they displayed as the biggest drum in the world. Yes, when you have not gone out of your father's compound, you think it's the biggest. Yes, you need to step out. I want to believe that my community parade is the the tallest.
Drum.
Drum in the world, not the one they have shown. So they should come.
It will be soon.
We can't bring it here. We certainly cannot bring it here. But we know that with time, with people like you, will be able to get such documentary to show some of these things to the rest of the world. So that they will know.
Interesting. We'll come to the aspect of telling our stories, exporting our culture and all of that. But I'm interested in the cuisine.
Good.
The food.
Yes.
Talk to us about...
Veronica, you really need to be here. you really need
I like food.
You know, have you seen, food is actually... People see food.
There's the original bangas.
It's the soup itself. But when you talk about fish, it's just this oil exploration that has actually subjected us to much of this challenge of what to eat. Otherwise, we eat fresh fish from the fresh waters, you know. But pollution has dealt a very terrible blow on the ecosystem. Otherwise, fish is usually, a normal, when a child cries, that's what you use in try to appease the child. Yeah, look, just take and eat. Because, you see it everywhere. But today, it has become such a scarce commodity because of our exploration. Unfortunately, we are not benefiting so much from the oil that is being explored or exploited. The land is just being, exploited without any commensurate, replication of the advantages that should emanate from such a situation. But in terms of the cuisine, we have a lot of them. Rice, those ones are foreign, whatever. But our main food, you talk about banga soup, pepper soup. So then Owo soup.
This is common amongst the Niger Delta region.
Yes, Owo soup is actually more associated with the Urhobos. But like I told you, a lot of affinity exists between the Urhobos and the Isoko. So yes, you'll find that. And on that day, I will make special reservation for you, to test all of the Owo soup, banga soup, and even pepper soup. It's not these ones that you go to some of these joints to
That's
eat.
why I said the original
one. When you come, you see pepper soup at its best, at its peak. That is, you see, what you call ukodo is the pepper soup itself. Really, yes. That is, but more often than not, the way we actually describe ukodo is a kind of food that people contribute to make.
Really?
That is why among Isokos, you hear that you don't use one person's items to prepare ukodo. Usually it's a matter of people here. But then, even that ukodo comes in format of pepper soup. So the pepper soup, the original version of it is what you get on that day. Not this adulterated one that you just, they put some of those white flavors that you think you enjoy it at its best. So be there. The banga soup, the same thing, There are ways we prepare it that you will know that these are the real owners of this particular cuisine. So you will feel a lot of
course, because the taste will come different.
Certainly.
But is the event all about, displaying all of this, the food, the cultural display and all? Is that all?
Well, that is a major part of it. Because culture distinguishes people. Culture identifies people. If you see me facially, ordinarily you will not be able to tell where I'm really from. But at the time I begin to exhibit certain, dispositions, you begin to look at it. Could it be this person is from here? At the time you now listen to my language, you'll be able to tell. So we want to show everything about the Isokos.